Hey, what is up guys? This is BLT Productions coming at you with another Warframe video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the new Warframe that I actually just got. I have two more on the way. This one is actually Ash. The one that I've been playing with before is Excalibur, and then the two that I have on the way is Oberon, I think that's how it's pronounced, and Rhino. So I'll be bringing videos about those two out probably soon also, but today's video is about Ash, which is a new Warframe that I just got. The three components that you need to build any Warframe is the helmet, the chassis, and the system for that particular Warframe. And where you get these is from Tile Regger on Titania Uranus. It's on the planet Uranus. Just kidding. And then you do the assassination mission for Tile Regger. Oh, this is a really cool attack that Ash does. It is his most lethal attack, as you can see right there. I'll be using that power throughout the video. It's the most consuming one of his energy, as you'd expect. It takes up, I believe, 100 energy. I might be wrong on that. I actually forget how much that takes up. But I actually show all of his abilities in this video. So that one right there, it's where he kills pretty much everything in the radius whenever you use that power, and it'll be used to more devastating effect later on in the video, because I get a really big crowd going. It should be coming up soon actually, but the other powers, as I'll show later on in this video, is that one right there. You actually teleport towards the enemy, getting into melee range. So it's actually a really cool one that he does. It's more of a distraction for the enemy, because they're just like, where the heck he go? And then you can just wreck him. And yeah, so that one's a really cool power that he has. It's fun to use. Another one is his most basic. I believe it's the one that consumes the least amount of energy, but he uses, it's called the Cindo, and it shoots out a projectile towards, I believe, just a single enemy. Oh, this is the where we use it in the crowd. It's really devastating. But yeah, the Cindo, I believe it only attacks one enemy. I'm not quite sure on that, but every time I've used it, it's only hit one, and it does a high amount of damage to that one person. I believe I use it right here. Yep. And one more time. There we go. 2 down. But yeah, that one's a really fun one to use also. It's just a quick attack to use against enemies that you want more damage against really fast. So I believe it doesn't kill them on impact. It just does a high amount of damage, and since those one, oh, right there is the new power that I'll talk about in just a second. But I believe it just does that high amount of damage. But those enemies were so kind of basic, for lack of a better word, but more basic, so then you are able to kill them in one shot, which is really helpful actually in a tough situation. You can just use that power a lot since it doesn't take that much energy, and you can take out all the basic ones and focus all your other attacks, like with your main weapon, on the bigger foes. But the one that just happened, you actually throw down a smoke bomb and you turn invisible for a short amount of time. It's really fun to use. It's just, it doesn't help all that much. I can see where it could help, like just getting into a separate room if you're in a really bad situation, just to get there really quickly, but the invisibility doesn't last all that long. How I could see it being better, because I'm not exactly sure on the actual power. It might, whenever you throw it down, it might like make nearby enemies lose, well, not lose vision, but it disorients them for a little bit. So maybe the disorientation lasts longer than the invisibility, but you do turn invisible for a short amount of time, so that's a really cool thing that happens whenever you use that. But that's all 4 of the attacks that he has. Now, comparing him to Excalibur, I use my power with this guy a lot more because Excalibur's heavy move, like the one that we used with Ash in this video that I've used quite a bit, the one that takes out everybody in radius, Excalibur has a similar attack, only he can be damaged while you use it. But with Ash, whenever you use this, you take out everybody in the radius stealthily because you transport to them, like to each enemy, so they can't get a hit on you. So that's a really, really big plus side to that move. I thought this time it was going to get a lot more than, I think it was 4. Yeah, I thought it was going to get a lot more than that. But it's still so much fun to use, and it's a really cool cinematic attack that you can do. But yeah, overall, Ash is really, really well. And just like Excalibur, their armor and health and, shield, they're all pretty similar. Actually, they are all exactly the same except for the health. Ash has 50 more health than Excalibur does, so that comes in handy also, but everything else is the same except for the powers. But yeah, like, it's a really fun Warframe. It's worth getting. But yeah, like, Tile Rigger is actually not that hard of a boss fight. He is a melee-based boss, so he only uses melee, which is, you can take that into advantage by just getting from a distance and lighting him up. But defeating him is not too bad. The hardest part, as with any other Warframe that you get, is actually just getting the components to build it, the chassis, helmet, and systems. Because they don't always just drop right after another. This is with any Warframe, not just Ash. But yeah, they, like, you could get 2 helmets right after another, or you can get the chassis and the helmet for, like, 10 times in a row, and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't help you at all to get multiple ones. So that kind of sucks, but, you know, it's whatever. Once you get all 3, you are able to build it, and this is a really good crowd to do this power in. But yeah, Ash is a great Warframe. I recommend him for anybody. It's just a really fun one to use. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I'll be bringing the Rhino and the Oberon Warframe once I get them built. They are actually under construction right now, and each Warframe actually takes 72 hours, so 3 days. But it's whatever. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!